Everybody, this here is Ponder on This Part 6. We're going to talk about some living water. Some water that the Lord Himself gives you to drink that will quench your thirst. We're going to go to the Word. See the Word of God right here? We're going to get into it. It's John 4:14. But whosoever drinketh of the water that I shall give him shall never thirst. But the water that I give him shall be in him a well of water springing up into everlasting life. Do you have that water inside of you? Do you have that life of God that is inside of you, bubbling up from your insides out? It is coming up, and it's Jesus Christ. He is the life that will quench your thirst. Are you thirsting for the things of this world, or are you thirsting for Him? Most people that calls themselves Christians are out in the world trying to get the quench of their thirst quenched by the world. I'm telling you, folks, you got it backwards. You've got to come to Jesus Christ. He loves you enough to be quenched, to have you quenched by His Word. His Word is everything. His Word is what it's all about. Getting into the Word of God and having Him reality in your life. Are you being that doer of the Word? You keep having me repeat this time after time again, and I know that I'm stuttering, stammering, whatever, but who cares? But the point's getting across to you. Hopefully you'll say, hey, that guy, does he know what he's talking about? Yes, I know what I'm talking about. See it right here? It's the Word of God. The Word of God, it has to be down into your heart. It has to be in your heart and not in your head. We've got a lot of head-filled Christians that's got all the scriptures up in their head. They can quote the Word, but when a situation comes along in life that they've got to use it, there is no water. It's dry. It's like popcorn dust. It's poof. Nothing comes out. Nothing comes out whatsoever. They get all excited, bent out of shape. There's no water springing up in them. The Word of God is not in their heart. It is a dry well. Have you ever been out in the summertime and you've been really, really thirsty, and you go inside the refrigerator and you get a cool glass of water that is cold, and it's like, it just quenches your thirst. Then you get another one and another one until all of a sudden you're full and you're quenched that thirst that you had out in the heat. That's the same thing when you come to the Lord. I'm telling you, separate yourself, get out of the world, and get into God. For what is coming, I'm not no prophet. You know, I'm not no anything. I'm only trying to do what God has called me to do, to say this. And I'll say this in closing for something for you to ponder on, really to ponder on. We've been having earthquakes here in the Joplin area. We just had a tornado back in May. Now we're having earthquakes. Come on, folks, wake up. It says you'll have earthquakes in divers places. And of all places here in America, this is divers places. This here's Nowheresville. It is a Nowheresville. The only reason why we're on the map is because of the tornado back in May 22nd. Nobody heard of Joplin, Missouri until then. It was just a little dust stop in the road. That's all it was. But now everybody knows about Joplin. Well, let me tell you something, folks. There's things coming to this nation if you don't have your life together with Him and have that well of water springing up inside of you. You're going to just die of thirst. I'm telling you, ponder on that, part 6.